November 4th, 1922, a young boy working for Howard Carter's archaeological team was on his way home when his donkey suddenly fell into a hole beneath the sand. This accident led to one of the greatest discoveries in archaeological history, the tomb of King Tutankhamun. Carter and his team quickly began excavation and uncovered a mysterious chamber hidden beneath the sand. Peering inside, they were astonished to find a massive treasure trove of gold, ebony, and thousands of precious artifacts. Everything was arranged before another chamber, where two imposing statues stood guard over a sealed door, secured with ropes and clay. Unlike many other pharaohs' tombs that had been plundered, Tutankhamun's tomb remained untouched for over 3,000 years. This discovery not only provided a treasure trove of archaeological data, but also captured global curiosity. News of the find shocked the world, igniting public fascination with ancient Egypt. This was not just a historic breakthrough, but also an opportunity to gain deep insights into Egyptian civilization, burial rituals, and the lives of pharaohs. After nearly 3 months cataloging over 5,000 relics in the tomb's antechamber, on February 16, 1923, Carter and his team officially opened Tutankhamun's burial chamber. The press gathered to witness the historic moment. The first time in over 3,000 years that the young pharaoh's final resting place was unveiled. Inside, Carter discovered a multi-layered protective structure surrounding Tutankhamun's remains. The king's mummy was enclosed within a series of coffins, the outermost layer made of gold and inlaid with precious stones. Carter had to pass 9 protective layers before reaching the actual mummy of the young pharaoh. One of the most astonishing discoveries was Tutankhamun's golden death mask, a masterpiece reflecting the exquisite craftsmanship of ancient Egyptian art. As Carter carefully unwrapped the mummy, he became the first person to see Tutankhamun's face in over 3,500 years. In ancient Egyptian culture, the dead only truly existed as long as their names were remembered. Therefore, the discovery of Tutankhamun's tomb was like a resurrection. Thanks to this remarkable find, the young pharaoh's name was not only preserved, but also immortalized as a symbol of ancient Egyptian civilization. This was one of the most significant archaeological discoveries, offering valuable insights into burial customs, art, and the lives of pharaohs. However, soon after the tomb was opened, strange events began to unfold, fueling speculation about a pharaoh's curse. That evening, while Carter was having dinner, he heard a strange noise from the next room. When he checked, he found his pet canary being attacked by a cobra, the sacred symbol of Egyptian royalty. Many saw this as an ominous warning, a sign of misfortune for those who had disturbed the pharaoh's eternal rest. A few weeks later, Lord Carnarvon, the financier of the expedition, was bitten by a mosquito on his face. When he accidentally nicked the bite while shaving, it became infected, leading to blood poisoning and his sudden death. This event strengthened the belief that the curse had taken effect. But it didn't stop there. An English scientist who had X-rayed Tutankhamun's mummy also died mysteriously after contracting an unknown, untreatable illness. In total, at least 7 people directly involved in the excavation died under unexplained circumstances. In ancient Egyptian belief, the dead could only rest in peace if they remained undisturbed. Many believed that pharaohs' tombs were protected by spells and curses to ward off intruders. The mysterious deaths surrounding the tomb led many to believe that Carter and his team had accidentally unleashed a deadly curse, punishing those who dared to violate the sanctity of the tomb. The ancient Egyptians held a strong belief that death was not the end, but a transition to the afterlife. However, for the spirit to survive eternally, the body had to be preserved. This led to the development of mummification and the construction of elaborate tombs to protect the deceased from human and natural threats. Despite their efforts, pharaohs' tombs often became targets for grave robbers. To prevent this, Egyptians inscribed curses on the tomb walls, warning that those who disturbed the dead would suffer terrible fates. While modern archaeologists view these curses as symbolic warnings, the string of mysterious deaths linked to Tutankhamun's tomb has convinced many that the pharaoh's curse might be real. The eerie series of events following the tomb's discovery, from Lord Carnarvon's death to the unexplained deaths of multiple expedition members, raised doubts about whether they had violated an ancient taboo. For decades, stories of the pharaoh's curse have fascinated the public, inspiring books, films, and historical documentaries. However, modern scientists have proposed logical explanations. Some suggest that the sealed tomb created the perfect environment for bacteria, mold, and toxic gases to develop. When the tomb was opened, archaeologists may have inhaled these toxins, leading to illness and death. Regardless of whether the curse is real or not, there is no denying that the discovery of Tutankhamun's tomb remains one of the most important archaeological finds in history. It has not only shed light on ancient Egyptian life, but has also revived the legacy of the young pharaoh after more than 3,000 years of obscurity. The pharaoh's curse is one of the most fascinating mysteries associated with King Tutankhamun's tomb. In ancient Egyptian beliefs, the dead could only rest if their bodies were intact and undisturbed. To protect tombs from intruders, priests often inscribed ominous curses on the walls, warning that those who disrupted the pharaoh's slumber would face terrifying consequences. After Tutankhamun's tomb was opened, a series of bizarre events occurred. Lord Carnarvon, the expedition's financier, died suddenly from an infected mosquito bite. A scientist who x-rayed the mummy also died under mysterious circumstances. In total, at least 7 people connected to the excavation perished in unexplained ways, leading many to believe that the pharaoh's curse had struck. While some modern scientists suggest that ancient mold and bacteria in the tomb may have caused illnesses, the succession of deaths remains a chilling mystery. The pharaoh's curse has not only become a thrilling legend that captivates the public, but has also inspired films, novels, and historical documentaries. Whether fact or fiction, the pharaoh's curse remains an enduring enigma, surviving for decades as one of the most intriguing legends in archaeological history.